Hey everyone, this is Phil. I haven't done an unboxing in a long time, and we just got these new puzzles in, so I'm going to unbox them and share my first impressions. So over here we have this Cyclone Boys, I don't know what it is, it's like a 4x4. Diansheng Solar S4 4x4. This is the GAN 251 V2. It's actually just a sticker over the GAN 251 airbox, so not sure what this is. It doesn't seem like it's magnetic. And we have the MonsterGO EDU, a 3x3. It's a magnetic 3x3 by MonsterGO, which is pretty much GAN, but budget. Let's check out these cubes and see what we think. Let's start with this Cyclone Boys 4x4. I don't have many expectations because Cyclone Boys doesn't really release too many cubes. 4x4, screwdriver, pretty cool. Nothing else in here. Is there anything else in here? Oh, but there is. Look at this. It's like a holographic Pokemon card. So, I grew up in the 90s, and in the 90s, kids in school used to bully other kids and take their Pokemon cards. So I'm gonna protect these. Like, this is actually really nice photography. I like it. Okay, so here's the cube. It feels normal size. It's actually kind of nice. Yeah, it has a very crispy feel. It doesn't turn super fast, so it's a little different from the MGC in that regard. The MGC sometimes, like, you can overturn, especially if it's stock and it's not lubed. But this feels very controlled. Alright, so my phone says that this is the Cyclone Boys K-Xuan 4x4 V2M. So it's $19.99. So this is the same price as the MGC 4x4. So if you're one of those cubers who don't really like the MGC 4x4 and don't want to pay over $40 for an Aosu WRM, maybe you can try this out. It definitely doesn't overturn as much as the MGC. Yeah, more stable and more grounded of the cube. So we have this 4x4. I'm gonna actually leave this out right here and I'm gonna unbox the Diansheng. So we have Diansheng, this guy, accessory box. All it has is these things in it. Cool. It got all the tutorials on this manual. It has primary internals, which is really interesting. And my first impression of this cube is that it's very rigid and very stable. These words are used to describe a cube that locks up a ton and you can't corner cut. You call it rigid and stable and you're like, yeah, let's just like try not to offend them. But yeah, this is actually like, it doesn't corner cut very much, or at least it doesn't feel like it does. Like, this is pretty rough. The backwards cutting practically doesn't exist. The outers also feel very thin. They're like smaller. I think this cube is slightly smaller. Yeah, slightly smaller. Yeah, my first impression of this cube is pretty bad, actually. I don't know any reason why anyone would want a 4x4 that doesn't backwards corner cut. The primary internals do look really nice. Like, this cube looks pretty cool, except I'm just not a fan of the performance. I think it leaves a lot to be desired. Let's see what the phone says about the price. This cube is $18, so it's less than this cube and the MGC, but really $2 isn't much of a difference, and I'd rather pay that $2 to get a big jump in performance. Yeah, unless you really like Diansheng or you like the look of this cube, I don't think there's a good reason to get this. So for 4x4s, I think S tier would be MGC and Aosu WRM. For A tier, I would say it's the Aosu GTS2. This one I would put in probably B tier, and this one, like, it'd be lucky to be on a tier list. All right, so I'm gonna save this, and then everything here I'm just gonna like...
Bro, please, bro, why you do...
Okay, let's try the 2x2. This one I'm a little scared about because it doesn't say anywhere that it's magnetic. So I opened the box from the bottom, which probably shouldn't have done, but... Oh no, what is this guy? All right, I assume it's some like new adjustment tool. This is actually really light. Yeah, so I feel like this cube is cool and everything, except it's not magnetic. And so like, when you finish scrambling it, it's like not aligned and it's really squishy. Like I do not want to solve this. I hate this. Why does this exist? This cube would be pretty nice with magnets, and it just doesn't have magnets. I do really like the GAN 251M Pro. If you want a GAN 2x2, you should check that out. That or the Leap or the Leap UV coated. I think all of those are really nice GAN 2x2s. So this one, yeah, like, sorry. Okay, so this is the last one. This is the MonsterGO EDU. EDU for education. Wow, whoa, 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 hold on a second. Why is this so freaking tight? Look at this. Bruh. So I think this is a MonsterGO magnetic that's just been rebranded with a lower price. This mech doesn't feel any... Okay, who am I kidding? I'm not gonna open that with these tensions. This cube is really, really tight and kind of fast, but because it's so tight, the reverse cutting doesn't exist. Like, it's pretty rough here. Forward cutting is okay, but it is clicky and requires effort. I like how it is really hard to corner twist, impossible to corner twist, impossible to pop. This is definitely built with like kids in mind, but as an actual speed cube, this is not competitive. And at $11.99, it fails the RS3M test. I'd rather use an RS3M than this. I can't even open the freaking center cap because it's so tight. See, here's the thing. I need something to stick under the cap to open it, but I'm not that interested in adjusting the cube to find a tool, so I'm just not gonna adjust it. So let's do a little recap here. GAN 251, ooh, I almost said M, it's not M. GAN 251 V2, mid. This Diansheng Solar, it's also, it's mid. MonsterGO EDU, mid. And this is pretty good.